products that you carry, hard surface versus soft, because there's a lot of carpet right in the front of this showroom, although there's an awful lot of hard surface in the back. Talk about the breakdown in terms of percentage. Do you have a feel for that?
About 50-50.
Is it really?
We probably not as much.
Well, sales-wise, it's a lot more hard surface, probably because the e-commerce is all hard surface, but the last check I had, it was 70% hard surface.
Really?
Yeah, because the e-commerce is a quarter of our business and it's all hard surface.
You don't sell that much carpet online?
No,
No,
99% of it's hard surface.
Very interesting, very interesting. Now, in terms of the hard surface, how does that break down? Is that mostly wood?
No,
LVT, LVP.
the luxury vinyl products have really increased. So that's a decent amount of it, and that's eaten into the laminate.
Now, you guys have been in business a long time. I've been around a long time. I've never seen a phenomenon like LVT. And I guess a lot of that is planks.
Planks is mostly what we sell.
But I guess it was available, it's been available for a long time, but in little tiles. And I guess also the printing, digital printing, and I guess the fact that you can put it just about anywhere.
The waterproof is
Yeah, the waterproof. But it seems like all of a sudden that just clicked. Faster than this is globally, faster than anything I've ever seen. Why did it do that? Just those things that we mentioned?
Probably marketing has a lot to do with it. I would say from the manufacturers.
The whole waterproof and thing is big for it, and then also it can be used commercially, So it's really increased it. We started out just dabbling in it, and then all of a sudden one summer we sold like 30,000 feet in about 6 or 8 weeks' time, and then we knew it was here then.
And did the people call up and say, "I'm going to see your LVT," or "I'm going to see"? I mean, or do they decide once you guys start talking with them?
It's probably a little bit of.
I'd say 80% of us we're showing it to them and selling it to them, but there is people now calling and asking about it.
Really?
The word, it's getting in the marketplace. The people are selling it and talking about it. People are hearing about it.
Well, it is an interesting product, and certainly everybody loves it. And I guess there's soup to nuts in terms of the variety, and there's going to be more. I guess there's plants going up.
The WPC products, which is kind of a break off from it. That's doing pretty well also.
Interesting. Setting up shop in the Dalton area. What are the pros and what are the cons?
The pros, you're close to all the manufacturers. Cons is
you got a lot of competition.
Yeah, right beside you, and everybody's a cutthroat, pretty much.
Your business is built more on volume than margin in this area.
So when somebody walks in your door, have they been walking through other doors up and down 75? Is that pretty much how it happened?
Our game was to come a little bit before Dalton, but still be close enough to Dalton. Our motto is, if we can help it, if they come here, we don't want to give the guys a chance.
We don't have another store really close to us. So.
Okay.
Cut off some of that.
So somebody coming north is going to see you guys before they see anybody else, and hopefully they won't go any further.
Correct. We do a good bit of billboards before you get here on 75 to try to generate that traffic to come our way first.
Nobody go to Dalton for floors.
So you concentrate more in terms of your advertising than south of here?
Yes.
I got you. Interesting. Again, your website again. It sounds like you guys have spent some time evolving that site and so on. The metrics that you check out when you tweak your website. Talk about that. What do you look for?
To be honest, that's a little bit over our head. We have guys
that we trust, that we've
that
hired,
can do that.
that we rely on.
I got you.
We were very fortunate enough to acquire several guys that have that experience and help us grow.
I see. Well, there's so many metrics on there from doing the same thing myself. You almost have to be a Philadelphia lawyer to understand a lot of that stuff.
We got guys that really understand that, how it works, and do a good job with it.
Excellent. The geography that you sell floor coverings. Talk about that.
Like you said, I'm going to say probably more towards South Atlanta.
Well, retail-wise, it's probably 75% Atlanta area, probably.
Now, we do installations on some of the property management that we do
Nationwide.
in Indiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Florida, North Carolina, Nashville, that we do every week. We're in all of these markets.
And you send your installer or installers you work with?
We either have installers that work just for us in these markets, or we send them from here on big jobs that we do a turnkey.
I see. And you work on your site to develop that kind of business?
No, our site primarily, like I said, we have two different ones. The one is
Those
the retail for here.
That's nothing to do with that type of business. We've created through relationships through the years, and it's just created in the Atlanta area, and it's spread into the markets.
I see, because your customers set up shop in Nashville or someplace else, so they called you and say, let's...
Or they work deals with other companies for those markets.
Okay. Do you advertise on the internet? Do you buy words and so on? Talk about that.
Well, I noticed last month, to give you an example, just on the internet, we spent right at $15,000 a month.
That's on AdWords or pay-per-clicks, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that is targeted for specific customers on what we do.
Specific AdWords, yeah. Well, our site is really good, and it gets brought up really well organically, but which is a key to being cost effective, but you still have to spend some money. And we kind of ease that up as business permits.
And those are mostly words that you buy, and you say you buy those?
Yeah, you use certain AdWords, and then it's a pay-per-click, you get charged.
Yeah. Do you ever do banner advertising on the internet?
I think there is some of that.
He does some. He does a mixture.
I gotcha. What's your best-selling product?
We probably sell more of a style of something that we install, but that's not our main. You talking about on a retail?
Yeah, either side.
Obviously hard surface is the highest percentage, but the electric vinyl products are maybe the hottest selling. They're right up there.
I see. Do you attempt to find somewhat unique products that you can promote on the internet? I mean, is that a key to...
The buying end of it is. You have to be able, that's what works good with what we do. A lot of internet companies don't have the capability to buy truckloads of. So what that does, that lowers our cost for online sales and retail to kind of work hand in hand.
It's mostly name brand products, but you try to find things that are popular, that sell good, and that you can buy in quantity to get a better price.
So then there's a real key in terms of internet sales, and I suppose walk-in as well, to find that product and rely on that for as long as possible with deals.
Yeah, well, if you're buying cheaper than your competition that's not stocking,
Yeah.
if you have to, you can sell it cheaper. If you hope to make a higher margin.
And you invest. You invest in products that you think are that'll do good. Sometimes you gamble and sit on some inventory a while,
But that's really the art form of this business, I guess, isn't it? Is, hey, that's going to sell to our customers and get buy enough to get a deal, like you say.